passions. You did touch about scuba diving. I saw on your website about you liking history, mythology, basketball, collecting whiskey, and all these diverse set of personal passions. How do they all intersect anywhere? How is it adding to you as an entrepreneur or a leader?
I think sports has played a very important part in my life, in my childhood, because something like a basketball team sports, etc. Because that, I think, gave me those things about how do you inspire a team, how do you work as a team. I think sports is just in general a great way to build leadership, right? Like, and the ability to lead organizations and stuff. I think some of it comes from the way you think about sports. Some of that may have helped in the way I run ID5 as well. Some of it is just like, if you look at like the scuba diving, it's just passion. It's just water. It's something which is inspiring. So it's almost meditative. So by the way, I also do Vipassana. I
Wow.
do the 10-day Vipassana retreat every year. It's part of the process of cleansing your own mind and being with yourself and things like that. So which I think is important, to take breaks and especially breaks for your own uh, mental sort of well-being. I don't think we take mental well-being as a very important thing as entrepreneurs. Overextend ourselves a lot, and we don't invest in mental health well-being. I feel, and most of the entrepreneurs I know suffer from anxiety, right? And it's a tough business. It's a tough thing to run a company, and we don't acknowledge that.
How often you go for Vipassana? Like you go one.
Vipassana I do every year. I do the 10-day retreat, but I practice every day.
Okay, so there are meditation techniques which you practice every day out of it.
That's right.
Okay.
So every year I do the 10-day retreat, which is 15 hours of meditation that you have to go through a day.
It's one of the toughest, right? Like I've done some retreats. I follow this Brahma Kumari school of thought. So there are retreat centers here, and I go there, and there are meditative practices. But what I've heard is that
This
Vipassana
one is
is the toughest, right? You are like locked in that
there's
small room with no
that's
device
right.
and no connection to the outside world at all, right?
Correct. 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 No conversation, no books, no paper, no pen. You can't write your thoughts down. You have to. It's you yourself in your mind.
Wow, for 10 days at a stretch, and you can't talk to anybody. You don't see anyone, or you get to see people.
You see people like lunch when you're having lunch and stuff. But you don't even do eye contact. You're not supposed to. So it's a very extreme, but it keeps me sane.
How nice. And you've been doing it for many years.
I think the first time I did it was 2018.
Okay. And since then, every year.
And yeah, almost except for COVID years.
Okay. Very nice.